Hello kids, welcome to our class. We have already completed our chapter 2 plants, in which we have dealt about different parts of plant, which include root system and shoot system. Then we have discussed about classification of plants on the basis of their type of stem, and then we have studied in detail about the roots of the plant, in which we have studied about the types of roots, that is taproot and fibrous root. And then in the previous video we have studied about functions of root, where we have dealt about the main functions of the root and special functions of the root. The main functions of the root includes absorption and fixation. Absorption include water and minerals from the soil, and fixation keep the plant upright. The special functions include edible root like carrot, radish, beetroot, turnip, supportive root like maize and banyan, and aerial roots like mangrove plants. Few of you have asked me about absorption. One of the main function of root, that is absorption water and minerals from the soil. How water and minerals are absorbed from the soil and how it is transported to all the parts of the plant. This is called transportation of water in plants. Let's see. Before we deal with the transportation of water in plants, let us deal with a simple diagram about what you see at your house. Suppose this is your house. Sorry, I haven't made a good diagram. Suppose this is your house, and here a water tank has been kept on the rooftop. Okay, this is your house and water tank has been kept on the rooftop, through which water comes to your house for different uses. Okay, from where does this water comes from? Do you know from where does this water comes from? Yes, this water comes from the underground water. This water comes from underground. Okay, how does this water comes in this tank? How does this tank get filled? Let's see. A long pipe is inserted in the under the ground. A long pipe is inserted under the ground above the underground water and below the soil bed. A pump is fixed between the pipe, and this pump is controlled by various buttons. You might have seen we usually switch on the button to fill the water in the tank. We usually call it switch on the motor button. That motor button is the pump inserted inside the soil bed. and with the help of this button we put a pressure on this motor. This motor brings water upwards and this water gets filled in to the tank. Okay, I hope you might have got this. This you can understand very easily when you see your houses, how the motor, when you put on or switch on the motor, how water comes up and it fills the tank. Same is the situation with the plants. Same is the situation with the plants. Let's see this diagram. This is a plant, roof, stem and its roots. The roots are deeply merged underground. These are root hairs, small root hairs, or you can say thin roots arising. These are the thin roots arising from the base of the roots. Okay, this is your stem, this is your leaf, and here I have made sun. When the sunlight falls on the plants, this green colored part, that is the leaf of the plant, loses water. Now you say, why it loses water? Due to heat of the sun, it loses water present in it. When you touch a leaf or when you pluck a leaf and mash it, you will find it will you will feel sticky. That is the water present inside the leaf, and due to sunlight this leaf is evaporated in the sky, and this evaporation of water from the leaf surface is known as transpiration. This evaporation from the surface of the leaf is known as transpiration. Okay, now this leaf loses water, and when there is loss of water from the leaf, the plant requires more water. Okay, let's understand it with an example. When you go outside during the summer season, you feel thirsty. Why do we feel thirsty when we go outside during the summer season? Yes, because lots of water is evaporated from our body also. Lots of water get lost from our body also by sweating, and to maintain the water in our body, we drink water. Same is the situation with the plant. Due to heat of the sun, water is evaporated from the surface of the leaf. Now this plant becomes thirsty. It requires water. And now where is the water present for the plants? Yes, under the ground. The water is also present under the ground. Here also water is present, but in small amount. This is your soil bed जिसमें हम पानी डालते हैं, तो यहाँ भी पानी present है. Little amount of water is present here also, and huge amount is present under the ground. The root hairs start to suck water. Root hairs start to suck water because the root have at the base of the root are present small sponge-like structures which suck the water, and after sucking it passes the water. After sucking, it passes the water to the stem, and from stem it reaches to various branches, and from branches it reaches to the various leaves, each and every leaf of the plant, and thus the requirement of water for the plant is fulfilled by the roots. The requirement of water for the plants is fulfilled by the roots. This is the water transport in plants. This is about water transport in plants. Hope you all have got this. One more query that came was, what is photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is, in the previous class you all have come across with this word, the word photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process of making food by the plants. Okay, the process of making food by the plants. When we cook our food, this process is known as cooking. When we make our food in the kitchen, this process is known as cooking. But when the plants make its own food, that process is known as photosynthesis. Like, while cooking, we need various ingredients for cooking the food. While cooking, we need various ingredients for cooking food. Likewise, plants also needs various ingredients to cook its food. First ingredient that the plant needs, suppose this is air. Air is present all around the plant, or air is present all around in our environment, and this air is a mixture of various gases. This air is a mixture of various types of gases. Now this plant, our plant takes carbon dioxide. Our plant takes, see, our plant takes carbon dioxide. It is also known as CO2 in short form. Okay, our plants takes carbon dioxide from air, water by the roots. Water is also known as H2O in short form. Water is also known as H2O in short form, or we can say the molecular formula of water is H2O. Now the plant requires sunlight from sun, and one more component, that is chlorophyll. One more component, that is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, in the previous class you have studied about it. It is the green colored substance present in leaves. Okay, it is a green colored substance present in leaves, which gives green color to the leaves and which helps in making food for the plant. Now see, CO2, that is carbon dioxide, when mixes with H2O, H2O, that is water, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll forms food for the plant and releases O2. O2 is oxygen, and this oxygen is the gas which we inhale or which we take in while breathing. This is the whole process of photosynthesis. This is the whole process of photosynthesis. In short, the process of making food for plant is known as photosynthesis. The process of making food for plant is known as photosynthesis. Hope you all have understood this. If you have any confusion, you can ask me about that. That's all for today. Thank you.